Japanese encephalitis. Where is it common? Japanese encephalitis, which was first documented in Japan in 1871, is primarily found in the rural and peri-urban areas in Asia, the West Pacific, and areas in the Torres Strait. The following countries have a known Japanese encephalitis risk, according to the Centre for Disease Control and Prevention and Northern Territory Government Centre for Disease Control: Australia, Bangladesh, Brunei, Burma, Cambodia, China, Guam, India, Indonesia, Japan, Laos, Malaysia, Nepal, North Korea, Pakistan, Papua New Guinea, Philippines, Russia, Saipan, Singapore, South Korea, Sri Lanka, Taiwan, Thailand, Timor-Leste, and Vietnam. The rate of incidence is higher in Asian countries compared to other countries, as Asia has the species Culex that carries and transmits the flavivirus. This means that the rate of incidence is higher among Asian countries, as the mosquitoes that transmit the disease is not found in any countries outside of Asia and the West Pacific, except for parts of Australia. The rate of incidence is also higher in countries such as Indonesia and India, as humans live in close proximity to pigs and water birds. Pigs and water birds are a key part of the transmission cycle, as the virus, once in the pigs or bird systems, multiplies, leading to high levels in the bloodstream, which the mosquito then feeds on and picks up the virus. This means that in countries such as India, where many humans live in close proximity to animals, there's a higher chance of the disease spreading to humans. Meanwhile, in Australia, where very few people live in close proximity to animals compared to India, the rate of mosquitoes carrying this virus is vastly reduced, subsequently vastly reducing the rate of incidence. This is shown by previous stats where numerous cases of Japanese encephalitis were reported in India, while in Australia it affected one person. Finally, many of the countries that are affected by Japanese encephalitis are often either third world countries or countries with some areas that are extremely poor. This means that many people in those areas do not have access to the vaccine, mosquito repellent, or mosquito nets, as they often cannot afford them. This means that mosquitoes bite them frequently and subsequently transmit Japanese encephalitis. Meanwhile, in places such as Singapore, the rate of incidence is vastly reduced, as nearly all people there can afford nets, the repellent, or the vaccine. Yet, the situation may improve in some countries. Indonesia, due to the close proximity of many humans to wild birds and pigs, the lack of mosquito nets and repellent, the small number of people that have been vaccinated, and the large number of people that live in rural areas, is a country where Japanese encephalitis is common. However, as the vaccine becomes cheaper and more accessible, and if the government starts a vaccination program, the rate of incidence should be reduced, though not very substantially. This is due to the huge amount of poverty in Indonesia. The disease will still be quite common, as there are many people who live in isolated and rural areas that do not have funds or access to aid. In addition, due to the increase in population and increased popularity in rice farming and pig rearing, the effects of government vaccination programs is likely to be limited, meaning the decline of JEV will be small.